Hi guys, it's me again. This is part 2 of a conversation I've been having. I think it's just a chit chat about how the last year and what I am envisioning for this year, 2019. So first of all, Happy New Year. Yes, we made it. It's 2019. Wow, it is such a privilege to be alive. It is such a privilege to be healthy, to be happy, to be here. It is such a privilege. One of my favorite mantras for a couple of months right now has been what is missing in this moment? Like, that is a question I actually ask myself most times when I'm kind of getting uneasy, nervous, I'm having anxiety about a situation or something. Like, I ask myself, what is missing right now, in this moment? And every single time I ask myself that question, the answer is nothing. Because I think sometimes we are very prone, or we kind of project the fears of the future in the present. Like, we're afraid, oh, we're not going to get that opportunity that we want, that actually would happen at some point. Like, so one of the mantras that has kind of been helping me in the last few months has been this. It says, what is missing in this moment right now? Like, right now. And I ask myself this question every time I am feeling funny, I have this anxiety, I have this worry, because sometimes, or most times, we often project the fears of the future into the present, or the mistakes of the past into the present. Like, for example, you have this opportunity that will be coming your way in like 2 weeks. So you're not sure if you're going to get it or not. So instead of actually waiting for you to get to 2 weeks and actually seeing the result of if you're going to get that opportunity or not, we start to kind of project the fear that we're not going to get it or whatever into our present moment. That means we start living in fear. Or our past mistakes, like you made a wrong decision like 3 weeks ago or something, and instead of actually being in the present, forgiving yourself of that mistake, we project that mistake into the present, and we're constantly living in this anxiety, or this anxiousness and uncertainty and everything. So what has been healing me has been me, whenever I felt like I was in a tough spot, or I was being anxious about something, has been me asking myself, like, Nimota, what is missing in this moment right now? And surprisingly, the answer has been nothing. Because in this moment right now, nothing is missing. I have a roof over my head. I've had a meal today. I am healthy. I have people in my life that genuinely care about me. I have people in my life that I genuinely care about. I am so privileged. It is such a privilege to be alive at this moment, and to be the person I am in this moment. And instead of me projecting my fears and my mistakes and everything into this moment, this second right now, I just choose to be present and to acknowledge the things in my life that I'm so immensely grateful for. And I'll challenge you to ask yourself that question also. Whenever you come to a point that you're overwhelmed, and because I also get to that point, but every time I just repeat to myself, what is missing in this moment right now? Nothing. Because I can, in this moment right now, maybe in 2 weeks What is missing is me getting that opportunity, but I don't know that for sure now. Maybe last 3 weeks when I was making that horrible mistake, what was missing in that moment is the ability to discern and to make the right decision. Yeah, maybe. And I can't bring those baggages into the present moment right now. And I'm going to make mistakes in the present moment also. Like there will be moments that is the present moment and I'll be making mistakes and I'll be afraid, but I don't want to live in this moment that is void of mistakes as I know it right now. That is void of fear or something to be afraid of as I know it right now. Like my consciousness or my awareness of this present moment, maybe in a month's time, might be like, oh my god, I made a huge mistake at this moment. But right now, I don't feel like I'm actively, intentionally making a mistake right now. So I'll just encourage you to take that for yourself also, and just ask yourself that moment, be kind to yourself. Yeah, actually this video was supposed to be about my dream and vision and what I hope to happen for 2019, but I just felt like I should share that with you because it has changed me, it has changed my life, it has made my life way much more enjoyable and joyful and yeah, all those things. So yeah, for 2019 yeah, 2019 for me is what I am hoping to do well is to steward what I've been entrusted with well. 2018 blessed me immensely, and in a lot of ways, my friendships, my relationships, my family, the NGO, a lot of ways, in a lot of ways, with a lot of opportunities. And right now, I feel like my table is literally full and it's dripping, like literally, and I'm so thankful for it. And one thing I'm aware of is that 2019 would be that year that I get to nurture and I get to take care of these things that are entrusted with me, and I get to hopefully multiply them, that they don't stay like a baby, like they get to grow, they get to blossom, they get to become all of the things that God intend them to become. And I just pray that 2019 teaches me to be a good steward of the talents, of the opportunities, of the people, of the situations, of different kinds of things that has been entrusted to me over the years, and that I get to do that well, that I get to model that well. And yeah, I think I'm in my late 20s, going on 30, and I think at my age, for most women that grew up in the kind of environment or the kind of culture that I grew up in, it is expected of a lady my age to start to give birth or to be married and stuff, like, which is not necessary, but I love the idea of getting married and having kids and everything. But I think because I grew up in that environment, in my subconsciousness, or in my, I don't know if this is true for every, and I think this is also true for men to some extent, but I think especially, I can only speak from a lady's perspective. Like at my age, I have this instinct to want to nurture, to want to see things grow, to actually have babies and everything. That didn't happen for me. That is not my story. Like, I don't have babies running around, but I feel like God has entrusted me with so much, and I think, like, generally, like, it's not just having babies or having a husband or something. I think God is always entrusting us with something, It's just that what season are you in? I feel like the season I'm in right now is that God has entrusted me with these dreams and these people in my life that I get to do life with, and that I get to nurture this dream. And I felt like 2018 for me was in a lot of ways of birthing dreams, of birthing um, the Nimota that God, like I just saw this radical transformation, and I just saw me starting to live out my truest self last year. So I think that what God is asking me, or where the area I would want to grow in this 2019, is really to grow in the area of stewarding things right, of nurturing, of becoming that, because like I said, I think I have that instinct embedded in me, because I grew up in this kind of environment, and I grew up with this value system, so to say, which, like I said, it has its advantages and disadvantages, but my purpose is not necessarily to argue if it is right or wrong, but for me it's just that me being aware that I have that instinct embedded in me, and how best can I channel those energies, instead of being bitter that, okay, actually the nurturing instinct in me is expected, like the society I grew up in, it's expected of me to channel those energy into babies and having an husband and nurturing that, or a marriage or something. But I'm like, no, I still have those energies, because like it is deep down inside of me. I can't even explain it. But I get to channel it in a different way. I get to do something great and just as important, just as interesting with it, that I don't just sit on that energy, I don't just let it stay dormant, but I channel it in a different way. And I hope that I channel it well, that I do that well, because it is fulfilling to me to see me also grow into that. Yeah, it is very, very fulfilling to me, and I hope that 2019 teaches me to do that well, and to grow in that area. So yeah, 2019 for me is the year I get to learn how to steward well, how to love well as well, how to be more kinder. So I hope you're having an awesome 2019 already. I am excited to see what God does in my life and in yours and your family, and I hope to share more of 2019 with every one of you. And yeah, I hope by the end of the year we're all sitting down here having a cup of tea, reminding ourselves of how faithful God has been to us, and how blessed we are, reminding ourselves of God's blessing on our lives. So make sure you're kind, stay grateful, and love people. Love people. Like, you'll be surprised how transformative that is, to love people, or to be, I think it starts with being intentional about loving people, and then you learn to love people well. And yeah, let's rock 2019. Let's be our best selves and have fun, like have a lot of fun, get excited about every single day, like wake up literally say, oh my god. I know I don't wake up like that every morning. I wish I did, but yeah, try as much as possible to wake up like, oh my goodness, like boo. Yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Take care, bye. And Trinity, I told you.